say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, him be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we pull the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys.
Down pickup. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care.
It is me, son. It is me. What up, boy? Yeah. Be quiet. I've been more friends with your friend than anything. You don't even know me. And watch your mouth, little man.
I'm not that little.
I still said watch your mouth. I'm Severe's friend. Where little man at? Where you at, Severe? Little man. Oh yeah, y'all, we got locked down on that.
7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Ready. 52 blaster.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And tackled down. Gain of 3 leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Looking to throw is Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Back to throw again. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Fournette will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. It's hauled in by Hardy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against. Away from people on it.
Throwing, Mills. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now back to throw. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. following the touchdown. Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down, Mills. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring... Football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. That's caught by Jennings. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Off the play fake, Mills.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Mills to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mills now.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
he's going to be intercepted for the...
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as...
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 5. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Out to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 13. 20. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 24. To throw, Mills. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long for Mills. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Desmond King picks it.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. Touchdown! Jawan Jennings, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35. the 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sullivan. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 21-0 our score after one. On second down, McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Davis Mills and the Texans back out to take over once more. He was intercepted on that last drive, the third one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mills. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far. And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them. Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Back to throw again. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll look to throw again. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now back to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2nd and 1. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mills throw complete there to Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Mills. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mills again. He finds his man complete. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 3. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get him with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. First down, Mills. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. He finds his man complete. It's Johnston. Managed to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. McCaffrey running up the middle.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Sullivan. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are pouring it on. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Up the middle they go. McLean, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mills. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mills on 1st down.
Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Houston. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. Jennings. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll drop to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. Touchdown. Danny Gray. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mills. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On third down, here's Mills. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Houston. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This is Jennings. He's got the first down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Second and long. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And they're going to speed things up here. This is McCaffrey on the give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Mills now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and short yardage, Mills. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Ward, the one to get a hand on that defensively. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for San Francisco, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't got a lock on. Watch the dirty money wear boxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, this bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Hit that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curb, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it at the full.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you this gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Got it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. So deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever it comes to what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll try and start this drive. Up this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. That one, a first down pickup of 8. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 39 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
Fournette is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, these guys
scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Shepard. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down. Walker. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off play action. Shepard. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll set up to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Back to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And this is going to be 49er football. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Touchdown! George Kittle with career touchdown number 75. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Shepard. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Eluding the pressure right. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw again. On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
We dominate today.
Danny Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Shepard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Back to throw. Shepard. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Throwing on first down. Shepard. That completes it again to Metcalf. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Operating from the gun. Shepard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
On first and 10. Shepard. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Shepard. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Operating from the gun. Shepard. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it, but that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, a great grab by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They'll set up a throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rolling to his left. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Shepard. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Shepard. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Eric Armstead. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
To throw on 2nd down. Shepard. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Looking to throw. Shepard. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to at least get 1 score back. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 2007 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple of blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Shepard. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw on second down. Shepard. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And his throw here's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Shepard. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the counter, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Shepard, touchdown! DK Metcalf from 6 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Second and 6. And this is caught. Jennings. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. On 3rd and 2, Shepard got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Shepard. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shepard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Shepard to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day,
yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boys
stop. You ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker.